Local, late breaking, KOLD News 13, live at 6.
Good evening and thanks for watching KOLD News 13 live at 6. I'm Dan Morris.
And I'm Heather O. As we told you just moments ago, protesters stirring things up in downtown Tucson at this hour. This is a live picture just outside Senator John McCain's office. Inside, 5 protesters, all reportedly illegal immigrants, are refusing to leave, demanding that the senator support the DREAM Act, what they call a first step toward immigration reform.
KOLD News 13's Barbara Grijalva is live at the scene with the very latest. Barb.
Well, thank you very much. And actually now it's down to 4 protesters inside the senator's office. One of the protesters came out just a moment ago. Tania Unzueta, thank you so much for coming out and talking with us. Tell me, why did you come out? And first of all, just you are on record as saying you are undocumented. Why did you come out?
I came out because unfortunately my case is the weakest, and as a group we evaluated and we decided that I was going to be more useful as a spokesperson outside, helping to organize the community here and of course fighting for my friends who are still in there.
Tell me about your history a little bit. You came here when you were 10?
I came here when I was 10. My parents were searching for a better life for me and my sister, and we actually came here with a tourist visa, but we started building our lives here. We started going to high school, then college and all of that, so we decided to stay, and we really didn't know how to change our status or anything, so we became undocumented.
All right, and you want the passage of the DREAM Act, which would change your situation, correct?
Right, so the DREAM Act would affect people who came here before the age of 16 who finished 2 years of college or 2 years in the military.
And then also have a 6-year wait as a path to citizenship.
Right, so there's a whole process.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're going to explain that a little bit in this package that I just wrote for you. We have something we want to show you. We were here all day long. We did talk to some of your colleagues that were in Senator McCain's office. We also talked with the police officers and some other folks. We have that for you right now. It's a small office, so we were asked to keep our camera outside. I went in with a microphone to interview the protesters, all of whom say they are undocumented, brought to the U.S. as children. I asked if they were afraid of being deported. I was told their fears are gone, that they've moved past that.
There's nothing more than we can give but ourselves, and we know the risk that we are taking, and it's not about us anymore. It has stopped being about us, and it's about the movement.
It's a risk, but it is time that we come out into the light and that we make our voices heard, because if we don't do it, nobody else is going to do it for us.
Outside the office, about 100 people demonstrated in solidarity with the protesters inside. Tucson police said they were there to keep people safe and access to surrounding government buildings open. TPD said its only responsibility as far as the protesters went was to cite them for trespassing if they didn't leave by 5 when the office was to close. That TPD has no responsibility beyond that regarding the legal status of the protesters.
There's no mandate both through state legislation or state law or federal law that we have to act on it right now.
DREAM Act supporters say they have worked for years to get that act passed. They want it to be the first step, the model for future immigration reform.
The DREAM Act would grant a path to citizenship for undocumented youth who arrived in the country as minors, have good behavior, and commit to at least 2 years of university experience or 2 years in the military.
De La Fuente says DREAM Act supporters believe a bill based on education, equality, and fairness is a better immigration reform model than Arizona's strict new immigration law that many states are trying to copy. All right, we're back out live now, and the reason the protesters have started chanting again is because the police van has just backed up to the front door of the senator's office, and it's expected that that's the van that they will take the other 4 protesters in if they are arrested. And as you heard in the story, the protesters have said that they will be arrested rather than go voluntarily. Once again, they are all undocumented. I asked them again if they were concerned about that, but they said it's gone past that they don't really have any fear. You really should know there are several attorneys here who have said they will represent these protesters, whatever the charges may be, whether they be trespassing, which is the initial charge that TPD will charge them with, or whether it would be other things such as being here without proper documentation. We're still waiting for them to even open the van, but we're going to stay right here with a live shot in case you want to come back to us, and we will, of course, have everything as it progresses. And reporting live from downtown, Barbara Grijalva, KOLD News 13, live local, late breaking.
Well, Barb, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear my question here or not, but if they are admitted illegal immigrants, I mean, some are going to wonder why is Border Patrol not getting involved. Any idea on that?
Why they're what? I'm sorry, Dan.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious if why Border Patrol is not getting involved. Has that question been raised out there if they are admitted illegal immigrants?
Right, and the reason is because at this point it's a city, they're trespassing, which is violation of a city law, which is a misdemeanor. As I said in the piece there, I asked the police officer if he was going to call immigration, and he said there is no statute, federal or local, that requires him to do that. They are opening the back of the van now to prepare for the arrest.
And Barb, do we have any idea how old some of the protesters are?
Yeah, some of them know they are now.
There they go. All right. In their 20s, so some of them are college graduates, having graduated from universities here in the United States. They say some 65,000 undocumented immigrants graduate from high school every year with no place to go, and that they are protesting for the DREAM Act to help those students. As you just saw, they were arrested. The charge so far will probably just be trespassing unless federal authorities get involved as well.
All right, so once again, you were looking at a live picture from downtown. That is Senator John McCain's downtown office right next to the federal courthouse. And there goes the paddy wagon, the police van, where they just whisked away a few protesters who were inside the senator's office refusing to leave.
Yes, and of course, Barbara Grijalva is going to stay live on the scene there as the protest outside Senator John McCain's local office continues right now. And of course, if she has any more information, we will go back to that live shot as soon as we get it.